Okay, today I'm going to show you how to make one of my favorite meals of all time, and that is shrimp scampi. These are all the ingredients you're going to need. Starting with the shrimp, I like to buy deveined because I hate doing that myself. Next is the shrimp scampi seasoning. This truly makes the dish. And then you're going to need butter, at least a few tablespoons worth, some garlic, I play that by ear, half of a lemon, Parmesan cheese. I like to buy this block that you can buy at the deli. Now I know shrimp scampi is typically served over a long pasta, but penne is my personal favorite. And then you're going to need a whole pack of cherry tomatoes. The first thing you're going to do is cook the pasta. So bring water to a boil, add salt, and add your pasta and let that cook while you prep the rest of the ingredients. Now this section is where you're going to prep all of your ingredients and do all the chopping, which is not a lot, by the way. Cut all the cherry tomatoes in half, cut your lemon in half, and remove about 5 cloves of garlic off of the head and just get those ready to add later on. Now for the shrimp, I've just removed the tails and I'm going to add half of this pack of shrimp scampi seasoning to the shrimp. Give it a good mix and set it to the side. If you want a lot of leftovers, go ahead and double the shrimp, but just for one dinner, one pack of shrimp is fine. This is the part where you can just stand here and relax. So now I'm pouring myself a glass of wine because I like to do that when I'm cooking pasta. Once the pan gets really hot, I set the shrimp down one by one, and I know that seems tedious, but when they're spaced apart like this, they tend to get a better sear than if they're close together and sweat all over each other. You don't want a ton of moisture when you're trying to get this nice brown crispy sear on a meat. It's okay if it's on high heat because shrimp cooks really quickly. Once they're all cooked, you're going to remove them from the pan. I just set them on a paper plate temporarily. Now we have this pan full of beautiful brown flavor to work with. That's why getting that sear was so important to me. Now you're going to add in a tablespoon or 2 of butter and your garlic. I like to use a garlic press. Now just let that cook for a few seconds. The kitchen should be smelling so good by now. Now we finally add in the cherry tomatoes. I thought it could use another tablespoon of butter, and we're going to squeeze in half of a lemon. Okay, we move quickly here because I don't like to cook the cherry tomatoes down too much or they get mushy. Once the butter is melted, go ahead and add in your pasta. The shrimp goes back in as well, and now we add the other half of the shrimp scampi seasoning. Give that a good mix. Add in some salt and pepper if you feel like it needs it. Now we can turn off the heat and add in some Parmesan cheese. Grab your microplane and go ahead and shred a bunch of cheese all over your pasta. The reason fresh Parmesan cheese is so much better than pre-shredded is because when you shred fresh Parmesan, it melts onto the pasta like butter, whereas the pre-shredded has certain preservatives in it to prevent it from sticking together in the bag, so it doesn't melt as easily. Now it's ready to plate up and enjoy. This pasta is so good that there hasn't been a person that I've made this for that hasn't gone back for seconds.